welcome back to this brand new video on learning how to do ethical hacking in 144 days. This video is basically based on the last video, which was basically ARP spoofing, becoming the man in the middle, so that all the data is not getting transferred directly to the router. It's getting transferred from you to the router, so that you can intercept the passwords and vulnerable data and everything. And yeah, so basically this educational video, you know that, right? So hopefully you'll enjoy this video. So ARP spoofing using ARP spoof. We did it in the last video, right? We did it last time. Like we have to like ARP spoof -I interface -T gateway IP and just client IP and then gateway IP. Here you have to write, like, for example, you are connected to um, using the NAT network. Then you have to write ETH0. Then you have to write in the client IP. Like client IP means whatever is your um, you know what I'm saying, right? And here you have to write the router's IP. Client means victim. And I think here it will be your IP, and here it will be gateway. Here it will be ETH0. I don't know what I'm saying, but fuck it. ARP tool to run a spoofing attack, simple and reliable. Because this was taught because it was very hard for me to understand. Because I think I need more practice in this. I was not that good at it. Anyway, so this was taught because this is available across all, like, many operating systems, including Android and iOS. So ARP spoofing, you can do it in like these devices as well. So ARP spoofing using Bettercap. So the name only says it is better, and they are not capping it. So better no cap. It should be like that. But yeah, it's a Bettercap. So better liar, like that. Oh, Bettercap, nice one. So better liar, like that. So framework used to run network attacks. It can be used for ARP spoofing targets, redirected the flow of packets and sniff data, bypass HTTPS, and there are other kinds of hypertext, transfer, like similar kind of protocols which it can potentially bypass. We'll see all of that. I don't know much, but it was told that it will be seeing that. We can redirect domain requests like DNS spoofing and everything. We can inject code, malicious code in the loaded page and more. And this is the code. Bettercat interface, iFace, and the new RISE interface name. Anyway, so open the terminal, type in Bettercap, and for seeing the entire help, like what are the things that you can do with it. So you can like dash dash hyphen, which I will be doing. You can do auto start, caplet string, CPU profile file debug, env file string, eval string gateway, outright string, iFace string, mem profile file, no colors, no history, silent version, whatever. And even after typing if config, you'll see that whatever you're connected to the wired, the Kali machine is connected to the host network host laptop using the connection called NAT, and NAT is shown as a wired network, so it will be like ETH0. So it will be like Bettercap -iFace ETH0, and here, as you can see, we type in -ETH0 and you press in enter. And did I explain all of this? I did not, right? So we do not know much about it, so we'll just type help. So you just press help. When you press help, it will be showing all the modules running. So like even the stream is running, even the stream is what it was said that it was nothing but all the events running in the background, like that. Like that it is. So it is like running and everything is like off. So we are interested in this video about net.probes and net.recon. I think it was like if you turn on one, the recon gets automatically turned on. If you turn on the probe, it will turn on the recon. So anyway, we just type in help, and since I told we're going to turn on the probe, so we like net.probe. So it will tell you like, yeah, there are two commands: net.probes on, net.probes off. And you can look into the other parameters. These are two commands, and you can look into the other parameters here, like here down here, which we will be discussing in the coming video, as he said. So whatever. So we just type in net.probes on, and things starts to load. So it just says this is 10.0.2.7. It is basically a computer system, and it's the computer system of, of the Windows, basically. If you run if config here, and sorry, if you run ip config here, you would be able to see that IPv4 address 10.0.2.7 is like that. So after you turn on the probes, as we have turned on the probes, like how do we turn on the probes? Using the command net.probes on. Net.probes on, it will turn on net.rec on also. And when you type in net.show, it will show in this manner. It will try to guess the vendor's name, like it's the Realtek. Like the router is provided by Realtek, and it will tell the MAC address. And it will also tell you a lot of things. 10.0.2.7 is actually the device, computer device, and this is our victim device. This is the router, actually, right? I don't know much about this because I'm unable to figure out what is what. Anyway, so if this is a gateway, if this is a router, then I gotta look into my IP address of my iPhone, because my iPhone is acting as a gateway, as a router. Let's see if the IP addresses matches. Anyway, so this is my device, Kali Linux, having 80 and IP address this. It's like kind of confusing. Like MAC address, IP address, what are we trying to actually figure out? But anyway, so you can see, you can type if config and you can see, as you have already shown. So you can use this to intercept a lot of things, but that doesn't matter right now, does it? No, right? So I'll be pausing, I'll coming back, starting my lab. As well as we're gonna try to connect to the router, the gateway, that's my hotspot, that's my mobile, using this Ethernet. Oh, no, no, not the Ethernet, using the Ethros, that's the Wi-Fi card. So we'll do all of that. Let me just make this load. Okay, we are on the system. And before beginning, I would like to tell you there are different options we can connect. I'm talking about running this on um, this VMware software. So there are different ways you can connect this to the network. First is first this one worked last time a bit. I was able to change the IP addresses. I was able to basically, yeah, I changed the IP address. Basically, I was able to change the MAC address, है ना? By fooling the both system. Like I am this IP address and my MAC address got changed without even verification, which is possible using the bridge one. But I'm gonna continue with the NAT one because the lectures I watched was based on NAT, and mine is just not working. Just not working, man. Just not working. Anyway, we will still try. As you can see, it is still showing wired connection, and I forgot the commands. No worries, no worries, man. So we're gonna type Bettercap, and we're gonna type Bettercap help. Uh, we'll go to the traditional way. We don't even want to do Bettercap help, but. So here is a lot of things one can do. How do I make it full screen? What, not full screen at the same time like that? Yeah, no. Why the screen is like this, man? Let me just change the display settings to um, let me set it to like, okay, this became too big, not my kind. 69. Let me just do this one. This is still big, so 69 is better. Anyway, this looks a bit better, but actually not better. Oh God. 16 to, let's make it 1610 like this. Yeah, it's kind of big and kind of small at the same time, so we don't have to worry. Um, so next command we need to type is iface it 0. And before getting to know the iface it 0 or anything, you just open a terminal downways and like if config, and it shows it 0. We are connected to it 0. Get rid of this, and understanding, right, what I'm doing. Ctrl Shift W to get rid of that. Ctrl Shift V to paste, and it's 0. We don't just straight up type it's 0 like that. We do Bettercap iface it's 0. Bettercap iface. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, let me zoom in. The scroll doesn't work in here, bro. iface It's zero. And like that. This is just a command. I don't want to type it again. Are you sure? Yeah. So it will show you the gateway or something in the yellow color. I suppose. I don't know much. So it will start running. So, okay, something started. We just need to type help, I guess. So it will show that only one thing is running. And let me just go up and try and look into this. So the range is between this from 0 to 24. And I don't know much about any of these things now. So as you know that after typing help, we type in help node.probe, help net.probe. We are just doing what we are told. We are not using our brain nowadays. I mean, I want to just be that free that I don't care about the consequences of what I'm doing because all the time I'm thinking about consequences. Like deep rootedly, I'm like that. So I want to change that about myself. If I do, then I'll be more experimental. Okay, these are the things that you can do. We'll just straight up turn on net.probe, turn on, shift C, and we just paste in. You sure? This is the command? Yeah. And you press net.probe on. Um, it will start running. It will tell you a lot of things. So it started to run, and we are able to get few information here, as you can see. Let me just zoom in a bit. As you can see here, if I could center this, it would be better. But anyway, okay, there's a lot going on here. Anyway, I'm unable to understand any of this. Um, VMware. It's just showing VMware only. It is not showing. It is not showing a lot of things. It is not showing like in. That's why I connect to that other option. Like like it is showing computer systems here, right? But mine is not showing like that. Mine is showing VMware. Anyway, that's why it's like so confusing for me. What can we do right now is I guess we're gonna exit this or something. Let me just see what we do need to do next. After that, okay, in the system CMD, we type in IP, if I think IP config, and press enter. And as you can see, okay, so VMware adapter network, this is running. Default gateway is not shown here. Um, and this is the IP address of what are the IP address shown here. Anyway, we'll figure that out, and we'll try three different ways. And one is just by going in here and going to the settings and trying out the other ways of connecting so that we get to the same result as what we were taught. Anyway, so what was I doing? Now we're going to type net.show, 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 net.show. Is there anything like that? Net.show. Why the net.show isn't here? Anyway, bro, net.show. Okay, this is Federal's local. Vendor is VMware. So weird. And this is the target device. I have a strong feeling this is our target device. This is our gateway. Whatever the gateway is, it looks more like a gateway is nothing but my hotspot, my phone's hotspot. How do I find out my IP address of my phone? I'll pause my video and I'll come back after I figure that out. I'm opening my iPhone and trying to figure out what is the IP address of this device. I'm unable to do that. Oh god. I'm unable to do that. I tried. But anyway, let's not waste time on this. So yeah, so let's figure out like where does this exist. This shows us the name. It's Federals. That's basically my device name here. and it has the IP address this IP4 address, and I want to see, since it is connected to the hotspot, so we will be seeing different kind of results out up. So we got how many sections up there? We got one, two, three, four, five, six sections. So let's get rid of this and let's type in config again, and let's see how many sections do we get now. One, two, three, four, five, six sections again. That's crazy. What are the differences? We can find the differences right now, from here to the very end. Let's just copy this, Ctrl Shift C, and let's go to any other websites. Like you can go, let's go Chrome, let's go browser Chrome, and then type in diff check, and the net's not working. Crazy. Anyway, let's get connected. So since we have the data already, so let's see what are the differences we get after and turning on and turning off the hotspot. Okay, got connected. Let me check. It's taking way longer than I expected it would. Okay, so where is the next command? Let's cut it and let's paste it. Let's just, so many ads. Let's check. Okay, there are 9 remove. What do you mean 9 removals? What do you mean? Still here, everything is same. Media disconnected. What is this, bro? What is this? Origin. I want to see the original text, bro. In this file. Um, was it really like this? Was it even copied? Let's just see it in our own way. Media disconnected before and after. Um, the IP addresses has not changed, and Ethernet wireless connection. IP4 is 172. We don't have any wireless connection. Media is disconnected. So wireless connection. We are interested in the wireless connection, to be honest. As you can see, the wireless connection is on like 172.2.0. So this is, I think, the real gateway. The actual gateway is this, and whatever gateway we are shown here. Okay, we see some a lot of errors here since we got disconnected. So I guess we gotta let that show again. Yeah. So what is this for? Anyway, packets. Anyway, so the gateway which we are shown here, 192.1. I don't know what the fuck is this gateway. I really don't know what is this. This is supposed to be our router, but this is not our router. So as I told you, I'll take a pause. I'll not take a pause. I'll just, for now, I'll just get connected straight up to the bridge one. Then we'll go to host one. Okay, we'll try everything. Replicate. Okay, without replicating, and then with replicating. With replicating the physical network state. Okay, so it should get disconnected or something. So it got disconnected. IP gateway could not find this one. But how was it able to find before? That's my question. Okay, it got connected. Gateway change. IP gateway change. Okay, IP gateway change from one. Okay, now it has got changed. Now it has come to the right one. Anyway, so net.show. Now everything has become a gateway. That's so crazy. This our device has become gateway itself. Um, but still nothing has changed. We're gonna try to probe on. Let me just do probe off actually. Then do probe on, and then we're gonna do let that show. So still, it's like quite a fucked up state to be right now, because we still don't know what is this gateway. I mean, um, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's try here. Let's do if config, and let's see from here it starts. Okay, da. I want the wireless connection. This I want. This is actually the real gateway according to me. Um, I can be wrong. but I don't want to be wrong. It's so confusing, right? I need some explanation on this. Oops. So, still the same gateway. So, the next thing we can try right now is replicate the bridge one, kind of like that. So, it got replicate changed a bit. So, let that probe off and let that probe on, and we'll just go net show. Does it change anything? No. Um, I think something is wrong. So, we're gonna control W, control W, the entire tab. I'm gonna go and open Bettercap. Bettercap help ही करते हैं पहले ना. Um, Bettercap करते हैं पहले, and so it started to run something. Um, I think we gotta restart the system. Wait, I'll restart. So I am very bad with this thing. So I'll come back after restarting and setting it to the second mode, NAT mode, let's say. Now, kind of, I understand the entire thing. Since my Windows system is connected to the hotspot, so it's not directly connected to the Ethernet, and because of that, some causing some error, I suppose. And right now, even before getting inside the VMware software, if you come outside and if you try running ifconfig, ipconfig, so you will look here the wireless connections information, and you'll figure that out, that here's a default gateway is like 172.2.0. So it's like crazy, and like IPv4 link, and this is that. So basically, this is the gateway. This is the router's address, right? I mean, I think so. And I think this is a router's address and gateway, and this is the IP address of the device, this very device. I want to believe that because it's very confusing for me, right? Yeah, let's suppose. Yeah, it is. Now, what will you do? Anyway, so um, there are some ARP hyphen A, I think table is there, right? Yeah. So this is for, I suppose, for something which I don't know right now. Super confusing. But this one, we understand a bit about them. This is the wireless IP address. This is the gateway. So let me just search for them. So we see the default gateway. This we see that on this is okay, for this computer, for this Windows. Here is the MAC address to which we need to transfer the files, the data, the packets through this MAC address device we have to transfer. And right now, I think it is correct MAC address, physical address. And right now, it is showing FA7D7659FE64. So I hope that this is the correct IP address, MAC address for this IP address, because I don't know. The last time I tried to become the man in the middle, MIT, MIIT, man in the middle attack, MIMA, whatever. So I did change the physical address because it was successful using ARP spoofing. But this time we are doing it using Bettercap. But anyway, let's just see. Okay. Get it. So yeah. So what was I saying? What was I saying? That only. So this one is nothing but, this is nothing but four-legged chair. No, this is nothing but, this is the router's IP address. Okay, this is my this IP address. Let's just believe it so strongly. This is the hotspot IP address. Let's just see. Can we get more information about this? Yeah, look, it has an IP address, but 10.2, not 10.1. So this is, but then what is 10.1? 10.1 is the gateway into this. This is so hard for me to understand. And the Wi-Fi connections, this shows this is the IP address of the router. Since if this is the IP address of the router, then what is the gateway? What is the difference between IP address and gateway? Let me just pause and come back again. You know what? We'll figure it out later. But well, yeah, things are becoming clear. So either that is, so it's very close. So as we saw it here, the IP address is this for my hotspot, and for this device, the gateway is 10.1 here. So yeah, somewhat clear. But one thing is very clear: the IP address is 0.2, 10.2. Okay. Now let's read here what I did after coming back. We did the same process. I ran help. After running help, I saw that only one thing was running, that is the events.stream. But after that, I turned on the net.probes to on. Then I turned it on. I saw three things running. Net.probe was running along with net.recon was running. And after that, I typed, for some time, I typed net.show. After, after that, we saw something was different now. We got the IP addresses changed, and it's saying the gateway is same for both the devices. Okay, it's 10.1. This is the gateway, and this is the IP address of our device, of our router, actually this is our router. So that is so crazy. Let me just observe the last image which I generated, which I screenshotted. So the last one, this device was considered was considered as a victim device, and this was considered as the gateway. They had no problem believing that, right? Why there was no problem believing that? Let me search the MAC address, bro. Let me search the MAC address. Can you get the MAC address for this device? Physical MAC is B4 EB71B EB. So can we find that? B471 EB, B471 EB, B471 EB. It is not showing here. It must be showing inside B471EB. So yeah, it is showing. So this should be the gateway, right? Because this is the hotspot. This is the hotspot. But instead of becoming that the gateway, um, this is showing as the gateway. Our device FA7064, FA7064, FA76. Let me just go back here, and this this is showing as um, that, and FA76. It has a MAC address like that. Even if I run it without this, I might be able to find it somewhere. Um, yeah, 10.2. No, this is a MAC address. This is the gateway. This is the gateway. What is this gateway and what is this MAC address? This is a big confusion for me. Anyway, just follow the commands. And what is the next thing we're gonna do? Nothing. We are done. That's all. That's all. What we wanted to do something. Um, we wanted to do something. I don't remember. And that's all for the video, and confusing video for me too. But oh yeah, it's not done, bro. We're gonna connect using the Wi-Fi card straight up to. So it's connected, and let me just connect to the host. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Connect. Disconnect from the host. Wait, no, connect from the host here. And we're gonna firstly try to close every Bettercap or not Bettercap or anything. Let me just for now let's restart the computer. So let me just reset it. Set guest. I'll come back after I've done it. Sorry, it's becoming such a huge video. I didn't want it to become, but we cannot do anything. Okay, we're back. So since still it's connected, it's connected. It's connected to our device, or to this VMware software. We're gonna do other things like we can click on Wi-Fi. Okay, we have to check if the Wi-Fi is connected or not. Okay, don't think it's connected. I just if config. Oh, is it lagging so much? Close it, close it. So if config. Oh god, it's crashing. Let me just close it entirely, power off, and I'll come back. Don't fuck around, bro. Yeah. So I'll come back again. Hey, you know what? We are back in the system. Let's try. I've disconnected my Wi-Fi card, root, tour. If the very system is not allowing us to get things done easily, or maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Who's dumber, me or the system? Okay, right now we'll go here. I'm gonna do if config. Config it should work. Okay, for God's sake, it's working. It's no Wi-Fi devices are connected. IP config can also do the same thing. Okay, IP config. What do you mean? If config. What do you mean? There's nothing called IP config. IW config, of course. What the fuck am I doing here? Anyway, let me just connect. So it has detected up there and disconnect from the host and disconnect to connect to the host. Okay, we are connected. I hopefully we are connected. If IW config, we are shown LAN working on this mode, manage mode. We don't want to change it to any other mode. Let's do IP config. IW config, and we can still see we are connected. Let's do if config. Let's do if maybe IW if config, and you can see the wireless connection is shown here. It is still like having ether because we are not connected to anything. It's having an ether name. It's like LAN. We are LAN 0. Anyway, so what we're gonna do right now is gonna go wired. I don't care about the wired network for now. We're gonna connect to my hotspot, which is not shown here. Um, अपने लबर को धोखा दो अपने लबर को धोखा दो anyway, so it should show by now. Okay, it is trying to get connected and it got connected. We have already typed the password. We know the uh, ASCII password. Anyway, so we do if config, and you can see now it has an IP address of 172.2.10.6. Um, and a lot of things is there. A lot of things are there. A lot of things are there. So IP config. There's nothing called IP config, man. There's called IW config, and you can see still is in managed mode. I wanna see some more information about it. From here, I cannot see anything. If config is a better way to see that. Oh, so it has some weird shit here. So you know what I'll do? I'll close this. I'll be like, okay, bro, no worries, no window. And we're gonna do Bettercap help, and we're gonna run Bettercap um, Bettercap help, and after that interface it's 0. I think I'm gonna type in LAN 0. Let's straight up LAN. We know that's LAN 0. 0. So it started to run. Could not find a MAC address for 10.2.0. Oh, that's kind of weird. Could not find MAC for. Could not find MAC address for 10.2. Yeah, same. I could not find either. Let me just try running it again. Let us show. Oh god, the worst thing to get into right now is this. MAC address. It has a MAC address, by the way, and it's like ASCII Computer Corporation. Oh, name LAN. So we are on. So let it run. So we got a lot of things here. So what is the gateway? So this is some weird ass IP address and some weird ass MAC address and some weird ass way of writing gateway. This is Kali. This is our MAC address, hopefully, and this is what the fuck is this? IP address. What's this? What is this? You know what I'll do? I'll just disconnect my laptop from the hotspot so that it becomes kind of easier. Let us on. Let's do show. So something is gone. So what is gone? There is dire gateway. Okay. Still, bro, it's so hard to understand this. I mean, let's give up. Let's give up for now. Catch you up later. These things sometimes get really fucked up. Unclear for me, at least. I'll catch you up later till then. They keep hacking. First of all, learn how to hack, then keep hacking. Take care, be safe, and till then, sayonara.